Morning everyone, welcome to All Four Queens. So I said in one of my previous ones I would do the 7 deadly sins, but today I wanted to just focus, I was sitting and I wanted to just focus on the jealousy element. I know it comes up as envy, but I think, jealousy and envy, and I'll do both. But in spiritual warfare, and from what I've seen and from what I've experienced, jealousy seems to be, and envy, a main theme. Now, I questioned whether jealousy was a spirit, but I've looked it up and it isn't a spirit, really. It's not a spirit. I mean, I suppose we could say it is, but I've looked it up and it doesn't seem to be a spirit. However, let me just read what it says. Jealousy. Usually disillusions and obsessions, subtype delusional disorder, occurs when a person typically makes repeated accusations that people in their life are doing things, and will use a spouse or a partner as an example, that they're either being unfaithful or not supportive, based on this insignificant, minimal or no evidence, often citing seemingly normal or everyday events or material to back up their claims. So in other words, their thoughts are so obsessive to the point where they actually start to believe what they are thinking. Remember I said thoughts, words and actions. So the question there is, what is jealousy? I mean, if you look at the Bible, and it also says, unlike many other disillusion disorders, people who suffer from this disorder, and they've called it a disorder, and that's in the dictionary, so check it out, have a strong association with stalking, cyberstalking, sabotage, and even violence. And so I think from the things that I've posted, I think it's probably clear who I'm dealing with. The obsession is intrusive and excessive thoughts. Extreme obsession takes a lot of time to be consumed by jealousy concerns. A great difficulty with the pattern, concerns out of their mind, limits partner's freedom, constant calling, constant watching where the partner is, and it can be friends as well. Some people constantly call you, and I would say, and I'm no expert, it's just from experience, but I would say a little bit of that when you talk about jealousy, is it linked to a little bit of codependency and maybe an abandonment issue and a wound as well, which obviously we talk about healing. These are the things we need to heal to be able to move forward. So a lot of the time it's wrong or it's misinterpreted to the thoughts that they have. So when I talk about the jealousy and the envy part, if you look at Cain and Abel, Genesis 4:39, and you look at Rachel and Leah, Genesis 30, both were siblings, and there was a jealousy streak there. In terms of Cain and Abel, he was jealous because God preferred the offering over the other, and Rachel and Leah, she was jealous because she couldn't have children. So check it out, because I'm sure if you look at your own lives, you'll probably find there's a lot of people in your life. Now, when we talk about sabotage, that's the other thing. Some people are that jealous and they operate in the dark, but they'll sabotage people because their jealousy is so extreme, but they won't show themselves. So obviously for me, I liken it to a bit of an, they say disorder, but I'd say probably a little bit more extreme than that. And obviously we pray for these people and we hope they get help and things like that. But that's the bit of jealousy that is quite destructive, really. So I just wanted to express that a little bit, because obviously from what I've been dealing with, that looking at it in its entirety, it seems to be that is what that person is suffering from. Sometimes there's a bit of a helplessness and a disgust, anger, resentment, inadequacy, and that's from Wikipedia, that is. So yeah, I'd just check it out and see what your thoughts are in terms of the Bible references, but also, have you got anybody in your life? Now, the other thing about jealousy, which I will post a separate one, sabotage, the spirit of Jezebel. Now, that is a spirit, and what Jezebel does is she can be with somebody else. I mean, we know the story of Jezebel, and I'll do a separate one in a little bit more detail. But sabotage, she likes to get in the middle of things and cause this, chaos and conflict, and sometimes she'll be with somebody, but also want to get and infiltrate somebody else's relationship. And she has no emotion, and she will sleep with whoever she wants to sleep with, just so that she can cause destruction. And that, for me, is sabotage. But then you've got to ask yourself, who's she sabotaging? Is she sabotaging herself? Because obviously that's the spirit that she carries. Is she sabotaging the relationship of those people? Or is the people in that relationship, the one that goes off with Jezebel, got a weakness that they need to heal and understand why someone could infiltrate and sabotage them? It all goes full circle, doesn't it? Either way, karma is reap what you sow. So whichever way you look at it, God is all knowing and all seeing. So whatever actions you put out, they will come back to you. So what do I mean by that? So if you cheat on someone, that's going to happen to you. If you steal, that's going to happen to you. If you lie, that's going to happen to you. It just comes back, but it may not come back in the way that you put it out, but it will come back in some way or other. So, and like I said about, me and people trying to portray me to be something I'm not, whatever that was and whatever the reason was, that will come back, but maybe what comes back out from you will be true. If dirty laundry is put out about you, it may be true. So just be mindful. So, jealousy, just wanted to throw that out there. Have a great day. Like, subscribe, and I'll keep posting, because obviously all I want to do is put food for thought and make people just see things as they are and not how you've just been conditioned to believe it. Now, I'm not saying that you don't see things as they are, not at all, but obviously there's always a different perspective, isn't there, on everything. So and I'm always learning, so feel free to correct me if you think I'm wrong. But have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.